Okay, so where are we, guys? We are on AR completed, right? AR completed. And any doubts on the AR side? Did you get a chance to practice?
No, sir, still I'm doing 80 practice only. I'm doing it also.
Okay. And what else? And yesterday you had one doubt, right, Sayed? So actually, reason codes is nothing but so whenever you just so making some reversals, you need to give that reason codes here. So if it is any of the reason codes, customer reason codes, if let me show you in the USML. If you see here, so there are multiple reason codes. Why you need all these reason codes? So when there is so adjustments or so there is some check reversals. So there are multiple times. So you have to use this customer level reason codes. Okay. Also, so what time so how you use all these reason codes is. Suppose if I'm doing some any of the reversal or return orders. Okay, so let me take return orders. Okay, so I'll go to all return orders. Guys, so this is so another way you can reverse your return orders. You reverse your orders. Okay, so let me take. Okay. I'll take new one. I'll take search for it. Return reason code. You can see here, right? So return reason code. You can see return reason codes here. Customer reason codes. You can see the customer reason codes are there. No, so this reason codes will come here as so return reason codes. What I'll do here, so I'll change here. So let me create some reason codes. Return reason, like some. I'll go to here. Customer reason codes. I'll take some payment last or miscellaneous other quality. Some quality issue. Okay, so I'll take some quality issue. Due to some quality issue, I'm just reversing this one. Okay, here again the return reason code you need to define. Here also just define some quality issue. This is fine. Now just select quality issue. Just save it and close this one. Take some quality issue and then customer requisition reference. Give site and warehouse. Okay, so I'll say here and also I'll select whatever the item I have taken. Also so if you want to see some replacement order also, as soon as I just selected, guys, see here the quantity itself so it's taking it negative way. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll take my lines. Required. If you see so as soon as I selected my item so all the quantity everything it will come on the negative way, and so I'll change to some 2 or 3 quantity I wanted to reverse. What is the price and all this information I'll select, and same way I'll just save it. Return lot ID, return cost price are missing. Okay, return lot ID. Go to line details. Just check where is return cost price. Okay, where is return lot ID? Product ID. Reversed. Not select, and we'll see. We'll try in the same way. See, I'm just also trying to send my return order. Also guys, so if you want to find some sales order, if you already posted a sales order, same sales order, if you wanted to reverse it, what you need to do, you just find a sales order. Okay, here select whatever the sales order you wanted to return, just select it, and then so you say okay, so same details it will come there. So some 500. So this one I wanted to reverse, or so I wanted to send as a return order. The line level also it will pick up automatically. See, line level also it has been picked up automatically. Now you can just send to, just make sure check the return lines. Amount is there, it's picked up automatically. But you do just so return order, just straight away you can go ahead and return the order. Okay, just say okay. You can see here as well, so how your return order looks like also. So you can see what is the quantity you are going to return. Okay, so these all information also you can see it. Generate order holds, if there is any, if you want to hold the order, you can still also hold the order. Okay, what else? If you want to see other parameters also, you can see it here. Okay, critical job, so it will go to job run process, so I don't want any job run process also. Okay, it will come on the screen only same way. Okay, and if you want to hold the order, you can still hold the order. Okay. Okay, any doubts guys here? If you want to cancel the order also, you can just cancel it.
Rashika, reason codes we should be giving during the time of
header information, filling the header information.
For example, during the time of PO creations, right? Not after the creation.
Yes, PO creation only. Yes. So after creation, when you are doing some reversal kind of stuff, you have to give so why you are reversing.
Exactly, Rashika, the same. But once reversal PO is created, we cannot give reason codes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Any further doubts, guys, on the code level or so anything? Yes, no?
No, Rashid.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's move on to cash and bank. Okay, so cash and bank we have already covered, so a lot more things, so we'll see what we can. Okay, so what we can see, we'll see some, so reconciliation part. So reconciliation. Okay, so let's see, some reconciliation part. So I'll go to my bank accounts. Okay, so bank account, just go to your bank account, and then here just you just check, so one by one transactions, check the balances, everything you will get here. Okay, the transactions, everything you will get. Okay, and reconcile. You have option called account reconciliation, guys. So BRS, so bank reconciliation, there are two types. One is the manual reconciliation, and other one is advanced reconciliation. Okay, for the advanced reconciliation we need some setups, so we need some kind of so bank statement format we need to integrate. That we'll see later post. So we'll see how the manual reconciliation works. Okay, so this bank I need to reconcile. Okay, so I'll go to account reconciliation. Here just select the date, so what is the date you wanted to, I wanted to just so take it 31st, and give some end balance, so I'll give just 10,000 or 20,000. Okay, so once you have done it, save this one, so you will get the transaction. Just go to transactions. Here you will get all the transactions whatever you have been posted, guys. You can see here. So just give, let try to get some payment reference also, so that it will be easy for you to payment reference or method of payment also. If you want, you can take it. Okay, so just take it. See here, so whatever the payments you have done, so all this you will get. Also, so here you can understand, so what is this payments related to it, and just to try to reconcile one by one. This is just manual reconciliation. What I'll do, I'll just so take one by one, and manually I'll just select it, and then I'll close the reconciliation process. Okay, this also will be reconciled. Okay, so this, sorry, this will not get reconciled. Okay, you can see here 2600. Same way, guys, so whatever the transactions are there, some matching transactions are there, just select one by one, match them, and then post the reconciliation. Then so there are two reconciliation I have given, and I wanted to change this to 1300 only, because so my reconciliation is 1300. My ending balance I'll give as 1300. Okay, I'll go to transactions. Okay, only two transactions are matching. My two transactions are matching here. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll go and okay, so save this reconciliations. Once I save this one, it will get reconciled. Okay, so clear summary also you can see. Mark check interval also, if you have anything you can just do it. Okay, any doubts here, guys? No, any doubts? If you want to give some bank transactions types also. Yeah.
Rashika, once it's reconciled,
Hmm.
where will those transactions go?
Okay, so that transactions you can see here. Just you can see all reconciled transactions. You can see here. You can see here some so bank statement, some Cannot create a record bank statement. Already exist. Okay. You can go here, the reconciled one. If there is any reconciled transactions, you can see here. You can see here, not clear or cleared all these transactions. You can see here itself. Also, so reconcile account, so all this information you can see here. Also, there is one more way, where you can bank reconciliation. You can see here as well. Open or reconcile transactions also you can see here. Okay. And take your bank account here. And you can check, so whatever the reconciled transactions are there. Okay.
So in manual bank reconciliation, we have to just select the transaction
Yes,
and
we
click
just
on
need
the
to select one
reconcile.
by one, and so we just need to reconcile. That's it.
Reconcile. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Just go to bank accounts and reconcile transactions. Also, you can see here. Also, if there is any account reconciliation, this one you are clear, right? So just so there are two transactions you have selected, and save it. These two are so reconciled, and so this 1300. You can just see the transactions also here. These two are done, and you can mark as interval. You have already saved this one. If you want to take new transaction here itself, if you want to create new transaction, you can still create new transaction. Okay. Okay, understood, right, guys? So this is just so manually you are going to selecting and you are going to clear them. Okay. If you want to see the printout also, you can see the printout.
But still, I have one question here.
Yes.
Go to the previous screen which you were now.
Transactions.
Okay. The two line items which we have reconciled, why it's still showing in our books?
These two are reconciled. Okay, so
Once we reconcile, it should go off, right?
it will go off. It will go off, but so it will take time. It will go run a bad job.
Or else
Okay.
you have selected all over there. Just select only open.
Not clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, Rashid.
So it's a kind of manual reconciliation, guys. So once you just so take them off. So it will come here. So now you have so can see these two are reconciled. It will take bit time to so fetch the information. Okay. Any doubts, guys, on the manual reconciliation?
Yes, this one is very important.
Yes, that is the reason I'm asking, guys. So any doubts? Okay, no problem. Okay, so guys, so advanced reconciliation, so we can't do it at this point because so there is so some bank integration and so paid services required. So but anyways, I'll show you so how it works. Okay, this is all advanced reconciliation setups. Okay, so you can see here bank document posting profile. You need to so give some bank document posting profiles. So table level accounts and settlement accounts, charges accounts, all you need to define it here. Okay. And then bank facilities, if there is any bank facilities they are providing, so you can give so letter of credit or say anything. And so types also you can select it. And bank groups, so here again bank groups, what kind of banks you have, so retail banks or so local banks, domestic, or so whatever the banks you have. Bank transaction types. Bank transaction types, so you'll have different transaction types, right, guys? So some electronic transfer or so there are multiple bank transfer types you have, right? Okay, let me show you. cash and bank transaction types. You can see here deposit or so transfers or so let's create some transfer. If you want to give some main account also, you can define it. Okay, so bank transfer wire. Okay, and then what is it? Deposit. Some deposit will take. Okay, this is kind of so we are going to define some bank transaction types also, and so what kind of transaction it is, whether it is so check payment or transaction deposit is bank transaction groups also, you can define it again. Okay, close it. Bank transaction group, bank reasons also same guys, so whenever you are so reversing your check payments or so whenever you are reversing your transactions, so these all are the reasons you need to select it. Okay, bank reason, payment purpose codes, and positive pay formats. These all things, so usually we don't use guys, so once you get so just go ahead and refer the MS docs. Okay, bank statement, import methods, and general IBAN. Okay, these all are the information. Okay, we'll see some advanced bank reconciliation. Here you can see, so bank statement format we required guys, so the first thing here, we should define some bank statement format. Here you see, so usually bank support some XML format, and there are so standard formats where bank can support. Okay, so within that format only we have to give this bank statement. Okay, so once you just uploaded the bank statement here, and then transaction code mapping is very much important, so code mapping also you have to do it here. So what kind of code here, so bank account you need to map, bank account name, it will come here. Once it is done here, bank transaction code and bank transaction type name also we need to define it here. Okay, so bank account, so our bank account we need to define it here. We have so our Citibank, right, so that we need to define it here as so you have to define so before that you have to define your bank statement format as well, then only these all information will be fetched. Okay, and then reconciliation matching rules, this is also important guys, so if you tell system just reconcile automatically, then you should tell the system so at what way so you have to match the system. Okay, so you have to give some matching rules, some give bank recon, and so give some so what is your match with bank document, so whatever the document you upload with bank statement, that should match. Okay, activate. Then match amount, so amount level it has to match. If amount level, just define the amount, usually amount also needs to be required with your amount on your bank side, amount on your ledger side, both should be matched. And match date also, if you want to keep it, so you can keep it the bank date also, matching date also. And match document number needs to be matched from your bank statement and your ledger, then still. And also match transaction type also, match payment reference also, you can just so keep all these. If you want any additional criteria, you can still define it here. No, I wanted to so my reference, my payment reference level, or so my invoice numbers needs to be matched. Okay, you can keep so amount level or document number also needs to be matched. So all this information, transaction currency also needs to be matched. And so these all criteria you can just keep it, and so give here the what is the equal or greater than, and give the amount or so value related to the indicator you give. Okay, and this is other criteria how you wanted to give the matching status. Guys, so when interviewer asks the question, okay, so so what is bank reconciliation? Your answer should be, sir, so my bank reconciliation could be, there are two types we follow in Dynamics. One is manual reconciliation and other one is advanced reconciliation. Okay, the manual reconciliation is nothing but, so when there is an transactions, I'll just go to my my bank account directly, and I'll go to my account reconciliation, and straight away I'll select my debit and credit, and some matching line items, I'll select them and I will reconcile them straight away. If there is any advanced reconciliation, I did not had so hands-on experience, but I know the concept. The concept is, so first I need to import my bank statement format. So there are there are standard formats, so dynamic support, which is so MT940 and so XML formats. Okay, so those things I will gonna import my bank statements. Once I imported, okay, I'll just create my so transaction code mapping as well. Once I'm done that, so the most important thing is I need to set up my matching rules to the my particular bank or reconciliation. Okay, matching rules you need to select and you need to activate the matching rule here. Okay, that is how your answer should be. If you tell this much, they'll be impressed. Okay, usually so this needs so a bit more customization as well. So they don't expect much from you guys, so if you keep so 2 or 3 years experience. Okay guys, any doubts? Any doubts on the reconciliation part?
Rashikar,
Yes.
once I had in interview, one question was there. How do you do a match advance in? How do you do a matching in advance bank reconciliation when the transactions won't get uh, automatically reconciled?
See, if there is any transactions left out, okay, without reconciled, so then very simple, so just go to your bank account, whatever the unreconciled transactions you can see here, these all are the unreconciled transactions. Just so here just straight away select and reconcile them manually.
Okay.
Yeah. Any further doubts, guys?
Is it possible to show you how the advanced reconciliation bank statement looks?
See, that is what I showed you guys here. See here, once you just
Uh, from
so done this, so advanced bank reconciliation setups. Okay, so as soon as you run this reconciliation, so you need to keep one more tab here where so your advanced reconciliation button. Okay, so your that needs to be customized. Okay, so as soon as you run
Rashikar,
that customization, and also as soon as you run that batch job, so these all reconciliation will be performed, and so you will get the reconciliation transactions in your bank level. Okay, here
Rashikar,
also you can see the bank reconciliation transactions.
Rashikar, not that Rashikar.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see the transactions, bank reconciliation. Just now in the back screen now, we have the transactions, right?
Mm-hmm.
In one of the interview, I heard that in advanced bank reconciliation, there will be three different grades. One is upper grade, one is lower grade, and another one is some other grade, where the upper grade transactions are the unreconciled and lower grade transactions are the reconciled transactions, like that. So I just want to see that yeah, whatever the background.
To see that, that
Screen,
is what I'm saying. To see that, you have to do all these setups.
no,
First,
I'm uh, from your company if it's okay for you to show if you have.
no, just go ahead, Syed. What is your actual question? You want what you want to say exactly? The bank transactions you want to see.
Rashika, in this demo access, we cannot see those transactions or we cannot run the batch. I agree. Okay.
Yes.
From your TechM, is it possible for you to show us how it look like? No action, just how it look like transactions.
TechM, I can't show that. Okay, so
Okay.
since so this
Yeah, I
is
can.
also still recorded session. We'll just talk offline.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So any further questions, guys? Any further questions? Okay, fine. So this is so more than enough on the bank side, but still so see some more things. So payment reversals, we have seen this check repayments or check reversals, deposits, right? And payment reversal approvals, if there is any check reversals, still we can do it. So reversing the checks. Okay. And the letter of guarantee and letter of credit, these two are so not in scope. So we'll see at the end if we get time. Okay. And there are multiple reports are there. So bank transactions. So if you want to see the transaction, all the bank transactions you can see. And so bridge transactions, check transactions. So there are multiple transactions are there. Bank level reconciliation reports are there. So you can just go ahead and refer them once. Okay, so there are some periodic tasks also there. Bank to ledger reconciliation, if you can see here, same way, so have we seen in ER to ledger reconciliation and AP to ledger reconciliation, same customer to ledger reconciliation as a vendor to ledger reconciliation. Here again you have bank to ledger reconciliations. Okay, this also it will be useful. Okay. And if you want to see that so for cash flow forecast, so you need to do some so cash flow forecast setups. And so I usually so we don't do this forecast setups because so you have this report available in your this report itself. So where is it? Inquiries and reports, financial reports. Here you have cash flow report default, so you can use this one itself. Okay, so this has came last time we have ran, right? So this came. Let's see, if you want to export this one, expand all. Okay, it will not expand. Okay. You can see so all these reports cash flow forecast here. Okay, all the cash flow forecast you can see here. And if you want to export also, you can export into Excel. Okay. Okay, that's it from cash and bank side, guys. So if you learned all this so things, then it will be more than enough. Okay. So anything, any further questions on cash and bank management? Yes, no?
No, Shikhar.
Oh, shit.
Okay, great. Let's get into some tax module then. Okay. Tax module. Why we need tax module, guys? So what is tax? Any idea? Why taxes required? Why taxes we need to capture at a transaction level, or so our payment level? Why we need to track that? Yeah, any idea? What is tax? what kind of taxes we have.
Whatever the revenue we are generating, or in that revenue we have to make a part of amount to the government.
Yes.
So
Mm.
that might be in a different ways, in a purchase or a sales or a income.
Right.
It has to be go to the government.
Right. See, guys, you rightly mentioned, Syed. So whatever the the goods or purchases, whatever the business we do, still we have so certain percentage we have to pay to our local governments. Okay, as a VAT, as a as a VAT, or so service taxes, or so item taxes, right? So that taxes we need to configure, and so we need to add them into our transaction level. Each and every transaction level we have to select the taxes, so that so I can track completely so how much tax I have paid and how much I need to pay to so my local government or my local authorities, right? So we'll see so there are so two kind of taxes, right? Direct and indirect taxes. Okay, so we'll see some service taxes or sales taxes and item sales taxes, so both will cover in the in our sessions. Okay, so to create this one so the taxes, okay, we need to create some tax codes, sales tax codes and sales tax groups. Okay, so we'll see how to create some sales tax group and sales tax codes. Okay, let me create one sales tax code. I'll go and create one sales tax code, and before that I need to define some sales tax group as well. Okay, so first so I'll create sales tax code, and then I'll create my sales tax groups. Okay, sales tax codes I can define it in a multiple ways, so there will be I'll give some so for some vendors, for local vendors I'll give some 5% tax, for foreign vendors I'll give some 10%, like that, so I'm going to define the percentage of the taxes. Okay, what I'll do, just a minute. Some sales tax, so sales tax authority and sales tax authority, I'll give some SRIT, sales tax item. Settlement period also I need to define, guys. I need to define some settlement period also here. Okay, so what is my settlement period? I need to define, or so if not, so I can go to path. I can define it from the path as well. Where is my tax module? I need to create some sales tax authorities. What is sales tax authority? Authority is nothing but your local government, so where you are going to make a payment. Okay, so I'll create some what is our sales tax authority. Let's give some hypothetical example. Federal tax authority. Federal tax authority. Okay. And vendor, so guys, so you need to create this as so vendor, so that it will be easy for you to so track your expenses as well. Okay, I'll create new vendor as some Gulf tax authority. Gulf tax authority, and group just give some local vendor. Okay, so just save this one. So now your vendor is been selected. select your vendor account as well. Okay. And report layout, if you want to keep report layout, you can keep it. I'll take US report layout. Normal. If there is any rounding of rounding details, or so if you want to give some address or contact information also, still you can give it. Okay, I have created my federal tax authority, and also I need to give my, also I need to select my settlement periods. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Hello. Hello. Okay, so here I'm going to define some sales tax settlement period. Okay, what is my settlement period? Okay, so monthly I used to settle my my tax, or else so quarterly I used to settle my tax. Okay, and also I need to select my authority. What is my sales tax authority? I'll select, and so days, so how many days you want, or months, you can define it, and use, if there is any batch process you can give, and terms of payment, how you are going to make a payment to your vendors, your so sales tax authority, you can define it. At period duration 3 months. Okay, and prevent tax, and here you are going to add your periods from January 1st to, if it is 3 months, March 31st, right? March 31st. If you want to block for settlements for so a couple of users, or you can define here for the settlement users, you can give some access to them. If you want, if I want to take new period, I can take it new period here. Okay, here it came from April to June. Again I want new period, again I want new period. I can select a number of periods here. Okay, so now my settlement periods is fine, so I'm okay this. I'll close this one. Now again I'll go back to my codes. What I'll do, I'll select my settlement period. Also I'll select my ledger posting group, guys. This is also important. Okay, I'll go to path, setup, parameters, ledger posting groups. Also you need to select ledger posting groups. Here also you can select, or else just right click, and so you can define it here itself. Just select your ledger posting. Some just give, so here accounts you need to define. Okay, so just go to the tax module, go to your sales tax and ledger posting groups. Just select, I will take some generic one. Payables, and use tax payable. And then settlement account is important, guys. Okay, so I'll take some settlement account. I'll save this one. My ledger posting also fine now. Done with this. Okay, also if there is any of so my payment sales tax code, so conditional sales tax code, I can define it, but so conditional sales tax we usually don't take, and so picking, packing, all this information. Okay, how it has to calculate at the net amount. Yes, I wanted to calculate at the net amount, and balance has to calculate at the invoice balance. Yes, Okay, whole amount, yes. Allow negative sales tax percentage also, yes. So if you want to keep the allow negative percentage, it will accept it here at the transaction level. And the calculation again here, so we have seen report setup. This is all report related, guys. So need some customization. So when there is so tax portion, so you just take it. These are not required. Okay, so what I have done, I have defined my sales tax item. Okay, and I also needs to define how much is the percentage. Okay, code values. What I'll do, I don't select the amount. So how much percentage? I'll take it as 5%. I'll save this one. Okay, close this. Now here you can see 5% has been defined. For the item, sales tax item, you have defined, so 5%. Okay, I'll take another code for the SRST for the service. Sales tax service. Okay, and period also I'll select same, and group also I'll select same. Okay, and I'll go to value. I'll take value as 5%. Okay, I'll save it. And there is some more, so taxes where vendors where you give as exemption. You don't give, so you don't charge any taxes on your exemption vendors or suppliers or customers. Okay, and exemption. Tax exemption. Just select. Okay, so this is 0% only, no need to take. And you may get doubt, so Raj, so when you just taking, exemption, and that again still anyways that is 0 only, why you are going to take as, so again as a code, right? So in that case, guys, so though there is no tax also, you have to show your auditors, but, so there is no charge on this one. Okay, so but still, so these all are the exemption vendors. Okay, this is a 0 tax. That is the reason you have to keep it. Okay, and there is, so some reverse charge mechanism also. You actually charge to your suppliers or so your customers, again you will just return from your local government. Okay, you will get so the charges back from your government. You will claim that from your government. Okay, so that's the reason, so some, let's take some RCM, reverse charge mechanism. Okay, RCM, reverse charge mechanism. Okay, then this all information, if you want to keep it, you can keep it. Okay, and then I'll save this one, and amount is, value is 5%. You want to define the date, guys, so from which date to which date this tax is valid, and so that also you can keep it. Also, so I'll create one more charge code where it is negative charge negative, and so this also, if you okay, select your everything, calculation. Also, guys, so if you just click on the negative percentage also, so then it will allow you to take the values. as negative 5%. Save this one. Okay, so you have given this one. Also, so item level also I need to create this sales tax code, item level. So these all are the sales tax codes you have defined. Item sales tax also you need to define, right? Item sales tax level also you need to define, so I'll go to sales tax code are fine, so item sales tax group I need to define it now. Okay. Here. Okay, here define, so what is it, so whether it is your item or, so service, whatever it is. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll select my item. So for item, we have selected this one, right? Okay, and take some service as well here. Okay, and also take it some RCM as well. RCM reverse charge mechanism. Okay, so I have selected my item tax groups here. Okay, same way sales tax groups also I'll select it. Or else, so service I'll remove it from here. Only tax I'll keep it. And then, so when my sales tax comes, there I'll select my sales tax groups. Else I'll keep it as standard 5%. Standard 5%. Okay, I'll select all this, and also here I'll select my sales tax service. Okay, and also I'll take my item as well. Also I'll take my RCM. Also I'll take my reverse charge. I'll save it now. Okay, so now I have done all my setups. What I have done, I have created sales tax code, sales tax groups, say item sales tax groups also I have selected, sales tax authorities also, and sales tax settlement periods also I have selected. Right, now I'm done with all my setups. Any doubts on this setups part, guys? Codes level?
No, Checker.
Okay, great. Now we'll try to post or so try to assign this tax codes to let me automate these codes to my vendor and item level. Okay, vendors. Okay, so let me take this MRF, so I'll go here. I'll automate whenever just I'll make so my payment. I want this tax code needs to be automated. I don't need to give these tax codes. It has to be picked up automatically. Okay, so where is my tax payment? Item group, Windows. You can automate this one. So let me. Here you have sales tax. Yes, so you have to automate your tax from here. Okay. I have also given my tax group here. I have attached, and same way, and item level also. Let me attach this tax codes.
Shekhar,
Where is
I have
my
doubt here.
Yes.
Okay, you know what is that tax 1099?
This is all tax information again. If you see here, report level. So a report 1099, it's kind of some standard report which is available in the Dynamics. Okay, if you just select all this information, okay, so whenever you post at the transaction level, these all information will fetch at your VAT transactional report. Okay.
Okay, whether it is connected to the tax what we are showing now. I mean the
No,
tax
no.
model.
So this
Or
is
is
something
completely different.
different. This is something different. No.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll remove this. Okay, so now so I'll go to my item level also. Item level also I'll define where I can see the item, guys. Product information management, released product. Here I'll go to my item. I'll edit this where I can define my item tags. Item. Okay, let's check one by one. Plan not. Engineer also not. Where I can define my sales tax. Okay, foreign trade, no. Okay, so here it is, item sales tax group. Okay, so I have defined my item sales tax group at my item level as well. Now let me go ahead and post my PO, and we'll see so whether it will pick up automatically my taxes. This is my supplier. Give some warehouse and I'll take my item. This is the item I have automated my taxes, right? Okay, I'll take some. This is the amount, all this information. I'll save this one, and also I'll go to here my sales tax. I'll go to function. Where is my sales tax? Where sales tax not defined? Setup. Okay, item sales tax not defined here. Okay, so what you have to do, just select your item sales tax and save this one. Okay, and now just go ahead and check your sales tax. See here, this is how you have been defined at your item sales tax group level, right? Okay, your item sales tax has been defined as so some RCM and so combination of your SRIT. But I don't want this one. I don't want any reverse charge mechanism. I just want my item sales tax needs to be selected. Okay, in that case, what you do, just go ahead in your sales tax codes, not sales tax codes, in your sales tax groups, just remove your okay and item, and so just keep it only at sales tax group, just keep it only item, sorry, service. Okay, just save it. refresh it, and your item tax group level, just remove this one as well. Now you have only one accounts are left out. Okay, so when it is item has to pick up. When it is service, service has to pick up. Now if I go to my purchase orders, I'll refresh it. I'll refresh it. Still, so it has to refresh, so I need to create new PO. Okay, let me go ahead and create new PO. Okay. I'll select my item. Some 10 quantity, price is some 1000. This is my item. Okay, I'll save it. Here you can just select your item tax group, save it, and you can see the sales tax in your header level as well. What happened? Functions. It is not updated it. Okay, I'll check this, guys. So it's some kind of refresh issue. And tomorrow what we do, so all the setups you are clear, right? And tomorrow what we do at the PO level, so we'll see how the sales tax works, and also we'll see at the so the payment level or customer payment level, or the supplier payment level and the general ledger level, how the transactions, the taxes works there. Okay, so we'll see that we'll cover that all those things tomorrow class. Okay, any further questions, guys? Okay, who is guest here?
Rashekar, it's me, Rashekar.
Sanath.
Yeah.
Change your name here.
Yeah, actually, I was supposed to, but in hurry, I just joined as a guest.